You are listening to Awakening to Oneness by Cristine Price, a licensed professional counselor and energy therapist. This presentation on mindfulness and meditation was recorded on 11/11/11. Several years ago, I had the idea of an energy shower come to me. The idea of this guided imagery is to provide relief from negative emotions, to remove blocks of negative energy and layers of discord that keep us from feeling the influence of our source. It allows for an energetic shift. Do you ever feel like you got up on the wrong side of the bed, or by the end of the day that there's an accumulation of negative junk and residue from difficult people and situations? I know that I have those days. And so this is a great technique for that. To start off, just relax, sit back in your chair. You may want to close your eyes. It helps me to visualize. Picture yourself in your nice little comfy shower. And if you don't love your shower, then picture one you love. And a bathroom, because you're going to use kind of some space in your mind with that. So first of all, you're going to start taking off the layers of the negative emotions. And I kind of picture those as kind of like the ghost costume. So you've got this whole, you're covered from head to toe. You're just covered in this stuff. And so what I like to picture is that I'm actually reaching down to my toes, and you actually do it if you want to, and picking up that layer and pulling it over my head and down. So let's start with that. If you have some frustrations, anything kind of you're angry about, or that kind of fires you up or gets you frustrated, just get in touch with that. Notice it. Reach down and pull that whole layer up over your head, and then pick it up, and you can decide if you want to throw it in the garbage or in the hamper and deal with it later. But just toss that somewhere so that it's away from you. You're done. Now notice that if there's another layer, sometimes it'll be a layer of worry or maybe some anxiety over something that is outside of your control, or that just kind of comes up, in your nervous system. Just get in touch with that. Notice that. And again, reach down, pull that layer up, pull it over your head. And notice that you should feel a little freer, a little less heavy as you toss that in the basket you want to toss it in. And now you might also notice a layer of some kind of sadness or grief. And as you get in touch with that, just kind of be aware of that. Maybe even respect that or honor that if there's some real thing in your life that you're grieving. But be willing to just lift that up, take that off for now, and just set that aside. You might want to put that in the hamper for later. And then if you notice any other negative things, sometimes you'll have some guilt or some other kind of negative, abrasive sort of emotion, but just pull it, whatever's left over, the leftovers. The intention is you're going to feel kind of naked. It's a little different to have all that stuff off. It can be a positive feeling. It can be comfortable for some, and some it might be uncomfortable. But just be with it and notice your shower, or what you're going to step into. It's going to be very safe, very comfortable, very enjoyable. As you step into that, you'll notice what we're doing is we're creating an energy in that flow of water that's going to come down through the top of our head. And what you'll want to create in that is a very positive, very loving, safe feeling. Sometimes you'll relate to light or love or peace. And just visualize that, and you can actually visualize it as kind of a divine shower head that maybe comes from the sky where you can't even see the source completely. It rests straight over your head, and that water will flow down through the crown of your head and should fill you and wash over you with that very safe, very warm, positive feeling. And it can run off your shoulders and just feel completely covered in that very positive, very safe, and very peaceful light and flow of love. And you can just stand there as long as you want. So when you're ready, you can turn that off and step out of the shower, and you're going to use a towel that will serve as a sort of shield and maybe a layer of protection. So as you wrap yourself in that towel, it's like you're holding the positive energy in. So it's like it's binding it to your skin. It's keeping that in you or part of you. You know, you might picture some sort of garment or a robe or something that's very, might represent light or represent some sort of very safe material that you'll cover yourself with, and just kind of hold that with it. Just notice how it feels, and from that point you can decide to just kind of come back to the room. You can open your eyes and kind of adjust to being here. And some people might want to stay there for a minute, and that's okay too. So, but any feedback, any comments on, did anybody experience something? I really appreciated the comments I received. One is that the shower itself can wash away the negative residue and anything that was left over before getting in it. And also, along with the idea of a shower, we need to use this type of meditation daily. And a great time would be when we're actually in the shower. So I liked that idea. I did go back and look over my original notes when I developed this. And I'd written, after years, even a decade of working with these principles, I've come to the conclusion that the secret to feeling and maintaining a higher vibration is to claim it in each moment. There are many strategies, programs that have been provided that shift our consciousness, but I have not found one that's permanent. So for them to work, they need to be done regularly or frequently, just like taking a shower.